All right, so welcome to Team Forever Strong's weekly team call. It is April 12th, and I have a bunch of things that I need to share before we dive into the topic of the call. So before I go into that, I know we had some people to recognize today in their business for rank advancing. So I would like to give a shout out to my new coach, Melissa, for becoming an Emerald coach today. Whoop, whoop. She's doing awesome, guys. Like, seriously, if you're the type of coach that comes on and you are teachable and you're willing to dive into the trainings and you're willing to just keep showing up every day and actually put in the work, you will move fast in this business and you will help people get started on their journey, and you will sign up people and you'll start to get the needle moving there and start to actually get that momentum going in your business. And especially if you genuinely care about people and you're always leading with heart and you have your goals all set, so you have no problem putting in the time every day, you can absolutely achieve any of these things. And that is exactly what Melissa has done since day one. So this is just the beginning for her. As soon as she knew she was going to rank advance, she's like, I got my calendar up, got my goals out, I'm becoming a diamond next, I'm doing this. So it's awesome to have people like that on the team. So congratulations. And I know we had another Emerald pop on the team. Let me hear. Her name was, I think it was Courtney's coach. Anyways, I'll give her a shout out. But congratulations to Christine. She is killing it in her business. I don't know if you guys saw, but like, I think was it at the beginning of this month? I forget. I was checking. I always check my sponsorship drill down to see who's hitting Success Club and how many points people have. And this girl, like, out of nowhere was like SC14. I'm like, holy crap, who is this chick, right? She's a brand new coach, and she just ranked advanced 2 to Emerald today as well. Like I said, it's one of Courtney Bordeaux's coaches, new coaches, totally killing it, loving it. Again, having that excitement for the business makes it easy. You can ask anybody on this team who's having success. It is because, like, they are genuinely, they can't even hold it back. They are excited about this. They know this is awesome. They know this is the best business in the world. So congratulations to those 2 girls. We are pumped for you. Now, not only can you start earning, you'll be getting your commissions, but you'll also be able to collect Team Cycle bonus income. And this is what ends up leading to that big amount of income over time, the residual income that you can live off of and, get to that lifetime of freedom that you're looking for. So does anybody have anyone else they'd like to shout out or recognize today for anything? I gotta spit this gum out. It's really annoying me. Nobody. Okay. All right. We'll keep rocking it out, guys. Okay. So it's mid-month here. I have some announcements to go over, and then we're going to dive into the call here. We have Summit, guys. Every single person on this team, I don't care, unless you're getting married or you're giving birth, you better get your ass to Summit. Okay? If you are serious about, I'm saying this with all love and honesty, and I never candy coat. If you are serious about this business, you will find a way to make this happen. And you'll understand why it's so important when you actually get there. You have to just trust what I'm telling you, what your coach is telling you, I'm sure. And if you have to charge it on a card, remember, it is an investment in you and in your business that can come back and reward you 5 to 10-fold after. So you can't look at it at something like, oh, I can't afford this right now. You have to look at it like, this is the opportunity that's going to change my business. I can't afford not to miss it. I have to find a way to get to this. Okay, so find a way to get to it. Trust me, this is where coaches have their aha moments. I cannot stress it enough. You will be seeing the whole team there sharing things the entire time, and you are going to be kicking yourself in the pants if you don't go. You're going to say, damn it, I should have gone. Why didn't I just bite the bullet and do it, right? So make it happen. Find a way to make it happen, and you're going to want to make it happen soon. The tickets are on sale right now for $165 this month. Every month they're going up and up and up until Summit. Now, you're going to want to get them soon. I highly recommend it because we register for Summit tracks. You get to register for different tracks and different speakers and workshops starting on like April 30th or something like that. So it goes from like April 30th until May 7th, depending on, you know, what rank you are in the company and all that stuff. And those people get to go ahead and pick their tracks. So if you want to be with like the team or be with your coach or whoever it is, I'm highly encouraging you to get this squared away before the end of the month so we can all share what tracks we're going to be going on and you can get with your people. Otherwise, it's kind of like you don't really know where you're going to be able to get it, wherever there's space left by that point. All right. So make sure to encourage your coaches as well to get their tickets. It's tax deductible, so you can write it off, guys, and it's so worth it. Next, we have our beach bars. How many of you guys ordered your beach bars? I did. I ordered 2 boxes to start, 1 of each flavor. The beach bars are out. They are so good, guys. I get to try them at Leadership. They're amazing. I love them. And make sure you check the FAQs because there is an opportunity for you to sell them in bundles and not just packs of 1. And if you sell a bundle of 3, you will also get awarded 2 Success Club points. So there's another way for you to help more people get started on their journey and earn 2 Success Club points. All right, so they have it laid out in the FAQ of like customer price, coach price. You know, just for my 2 boxes is only $59. That's really cheap. So that's 30 bars for only $60. That's cheap. So you can get somebody started with 45 bars and you can earn yourself 2 Success Club points. They have the 2 flavors. It's like cherry almond and then a chocolate peanut butter. So share this with your challengers. I've already posted up in my challenge group. Share it with your coaches. Make sure you get on them because who the heck doesn't like bars, right? Also, the April Success Club prize is this is if you help 3 to 5 people get started on their journey and hit Success Club 5 minimum, you will be awarded either a Beachbody tank top for, you know, women, and they also have t-shirts if you're a male. All right, so that's something that you want to strive to do. Also, if you want to receive an invitation to the Beachbody Coach Summit Success Club party, this is pretty cool, guys. This is where you get to hang out with all the other people who are actively building their business. You get to meet and mingle with the trainers. It's just an awesome, awesome, awesome time. You need to get a total of Success Club 20 between this month and last month. So it doesn't matter. Like I have newer coaches that hit like Success Club 5 last month or something like that. They're still pushing this month to help like 7 people get started or 8 people get started on their health and fitness journey. So that way that combined total is 20 points that they can get themselves there. So it's totally doable, guys. It's way more about how many people you're talking to every single day. Like don't overthink it. Don't think you can't handle it. It's totally manageable. All right, so we have that. We also have 2 new programs that are being released. If you guys went to Super Saturday, you guys would have heard that Joel Freeman, okay, is going to be releasing his brand new program called Lift 4. You can actually purchase this on June 11th, but the workouts won't be available until June 16th. So again, this is something that you can start to talk about in your challenge groups, talk about to your challengers who are finishing up programs, letting them know about this one that's coming out for the summer so that they can have a plan in place. And then another one that's coming out May 2nd, so next month, is called To Be Mindset. And this one, I really think is going to be like a total game changer because it's more about getting to the root of the problem for like your bad habits of overeating, like why you're binge eating, you know, and it's just this is gonna be good for me. Like stress, you're eating because of stress, you're eating because of just habit. It gets to the root of that and it teaches you lifelong skills that you can use to be able to just live a healthy, balanced life so you're not constantly going up and down like a yo-yo. Again, that's coming out May 2nd. We also have a nutrition app that is being released soon too. And I'm letting you guys know about something new that I am doing that I actually heard about from another one of the leaders that I'm in with a group of leaders that I am in. But tonight, I'm going to be actually opening up. It's a free, like, try it out coaching free 7-day group, okay? Now, what this is, like, when I heard this girl tell me about this, it just sounded so genius. And she told me about how helpful this is to her entire team and that the whole team is bringing on way more active coaches and building their teams faster than ever before. And she's been a coach now for like 4.5 years, okay? It's a free 7-day coaching group. This is basically a chance for, you know, when you add people into our coach sneak peeks that we run monthly and you follow up with them and they're like, I just don't really know if I'd be good at this. You know, they give you all the reasons why they're just not really sure. We're going to have this new group in place, 7 days, where they get to actually try out coaching and see if they like it for 7 days. Now it's going to be super simple and basic. I'm talking extremely simple and basic. And I'm going to run it so you don't have to worry about doing anything. All you have to do is get your people plugged into it. We're going to ask that and I already have a group of people have already ordered this, but we're going to have them order the 7-day Shakeology sampler for $14. So they have that sampler pack coming. So they can start at least and try Shakeology and see if they like it. Every day in this group, I will go live, okay, over like coffee talk basically with them for no more than 3 to 5 minutes max. And I'm going to basically talk to them a little bit about what we do as coaches and then give them an action step to do. So like the first day, I might spend some time talking about how, you know, important it is to share your journey. And I'll show and share with them a sample. And then I'll tell them to go and make a post and share their journey on their wall, right? And I'll encourage them to share in the group with me. I can look it over before they post it if they want. And that'll be like day one. The second day might be something like me talking about how important it is that as coaches, we read personal development. So I might post up a podcast, like a quick 10 to 15 minute podcast for them to listen to that day. And I'll say, listen to this podcast, comment below with what your biggest takeaway was, right? The next day I might be like, all right, now I want you to go on Instagram and I want you to follow 5 new people on Instagram and add 3 new friends on Facebook. Comment below with the names of the people who you followed and added. So it'll be very, very basic every single day. And at the end of those 7 days, they've kind of gotten a little taste of all the little things that we do daily, but throughout that week. So you see what I'm saying? Like super basic and simple. And at the end of it, we put up a poll and we'll ask them if you're ready to, to start coaching. So this is basically going to be like, they're going to be able to know if this is something that they definitely can see themselves doing or not. By the end of the 7 days, like they will know for sure. And I'm going to treat them like coaches in the group. Like this isn't for people who are like, kind of like, I don't really know. These are for people who are like, yeah, let me try this out for 7 days for free. So I'm going to encourage them to be taking that action and really being engaging and actually applying. And at the end of the 7 days, we can follow up with them. But this has worked wonders for this other team. And it's something that all of you guys can use and take advantage of. And that's what we all want, guys. Like we all want to grow our own big, thriving, successful teams. That's what we want. So that is going to be set up tonight. And it's actually going to kick off on the 23rd. So mark that on your calendar. Guys, I'm going to go get a cough drop. I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Keep taking notes. Sorry, guys. I'm like losing my voice over here. The allergies, the pollen in Florida, killing me. Okay. Let me get squared away here. So write down your calendar because we've all had people, oh my God, this thing is stuck in here. We've all had people who we've added into the Coach Sneak Peeks before. So you can follow up with all those people and just let them know about this and get them in there. All right. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about any of that before I go into the bulk of the call? No questions about any announcements? Nothing like that? Okay. All right. So tonight, guys, these things that I'm going to be talking to you about tonight are literally going to transform your life and your business. And I've watched this happen for so many other coaches on the team who use these daily. And this you can use as well to totally transform yours too. And I'm going to be talking tonight about specifically about the vital behaviors. And that might be like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. Like the vital behaviors, Jesus Christ. Like I know about the vital behaviors, but I'm really, really, really passionate about the vital behaviors because it was doing the vital behaviors consistently day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year that has allowed our family to be able to live the way that we're living to this day. Totally financially free, in our dream home, home with the kids. We still have obviously more goals that we're working towards, but we've gotten this far because of these. And so when people don't take these seriously or they don't even take the time to practice them daily and master them, I'm like, oh my gosh, it blows my mind, because I don't think that sometimes people really realize that it's this simple, that these are the things that can literally change your life. So I have some things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys tonight. Two things that are going to really help you get squared away with the vital behaviors and help you hit Success Club every single month. I'm going to share these with you, and some of you guys might already know about them. Some of you might already have them from our new Ambition Academy group. But I'm going to start out with, I'm going to screen share here for just a second. Okay, just a second here. All right. First of all, if you're not in this group, Success Club 135, then you need to get into this group. Jesus Christ, I muted myself. I'm like a cluster F today. If you're not in this group, you've got to get yourself into this group, okay? It is being run by our CEO, Carl Daikeler. His main focus every single day throughout the month is to do whatever he can to help every one coach help 3 people get started on their journey. What is that? So that you can hit Success Club 5 at the end of the month. That is the whole purpose of this group. And there is so much good stuff in here, guys. You absolutely should take advantage of this group. So if you're not in there and you can't find the group, it's called Success Club System 1x3x5. If you can't find it and request to be added, just send me a message with your name and I'll add you to the group. All right. I know I added a bunch of my newer coaches to it today too, because there's lots of really good stuff in there. And nothing is more motivating than listening to Carl Daikeler. He always lights a fire. So you need to be in that group. The next thing that I want to share with you guys that is going to help you really have success is this Basics Are a Badass Challenge Tracker. Now you're going to hear us talk about trackers all the time in this business. You're going to hear us talk about tracking your business, tracking the behaviors that you're doing and the actions that you're taking every single day. And that is what leads to success over time. This one, and it doesn't really matter which tracker you use, as long as you're using a tracker. And I can guarantee if I went through and asked people on the team if they're using a tracker, probably only like a handful of you are actually using a tracker and actually doing this every single day. So take it seriously, guys. This is our job. And if we're not doing our job, right, and say we were working for somebody else and you actually had a boss, they would fire you. So imagine that you're going to get fired and kicked out of the team page if you don't do this every day. But you're not going to be able to be a coach anymore. Like, take it that seriously. Just treat it like a job. Print this out. And if you don't have it, I can go ahead and I can send it over to you. But it's also in the file section of the Ambition Academy page for new coaches. I'm going to upload it to my team page too. And all it does is goes through all these really simple things that you guys should be doing every single day to build your business. All right, so it's super simple. You just put a check mark. Workout, drank my shake, followed the nutrition, did PD, 5 new friend requests, 5 new connects on Instagram, conversations with people. I mean, you can go through and see. Invite 3 to 5 new people to a challenge group. Invite 3 to 5 people to a sneak peek. Follow up with 5 people. Post 2 quality posts on Facebook or Instagram. Which, by the way, I'm doing something new. I figured I'd give you guys this tip too. I am enrolled in this Instagram training program with somebody who does not specifically work with Beachbody coaches, which is what I wanted. I didn't want to go through somebody who is training Beachbody coaches because I want to do something that's different. I don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. And what she recommends you do is that, like, say you have 2 posts that you're going to post up every day. Now, before, I was always taking like 1 post and I was putting it on Facebook and I was also putting it on Instagram, like that same post. And then at night, whatever post I made at night, I would put on Facebook and then on Instagram. Well, what she says to do is to flip-flop it. So for example, if you go to like look at my Instagram today and my Facebook today, this morning, I posted up on Instagram, I posted up like a recipe for a dinner recipe on Instagram, but I didn't post it on Facebook that morning. Instead, on Facebook this morning, I posted my celebration for the rank advancement for Melissa and congratulated her and did all that. And then at night, now I'm putting Melissa on my Instagram and I'm putting the dinner recipe on my Facebook at night. So they're flip-flopping. And she said you'll get way more traction and way more viewers if you do that. So it's not more work, it's just being mindful of when you're posting it. So that's what I'm starting to do now based on this new training that I'm doing. So if you want to do that too, you can go ahead and do that. So anyways, if you go through here and you just read through all these different things, recognize a coach or challenger, check in the challenge group, check your coach online office. I mean, if you truthfully, you got to go through these things every single day, right? And go through it and just give yourself a little check. It gives you a little column here for you to write how many Success Club points you have, how many new coaches you've recruited, how many new customers. Did you get on the weekly team call? Did you listen to the national wake-up call? All these different things, like what is your volume? What is your income? What is your rank? How many coaches have Success Club points? Like all these different things. And some of these you might not write anything on. If you're a brand new coach, you might not have any coaches that have Success Club points right now. So you just leave that part blank. But this is for everybody to use. And the coaches who have this thing out and actually use it every day are the ones who go on to literally totally transform their lives. It's not like you can't just wing it in this business. You know what I mean? Like you can't just wing it and be like, all right, well, I did my inviting, I did some following up, I drank my shake, I did my workout, like I listened to PD in the car, and that's it. Like there's so many more components to it. And so if you don't have it all, that may be one of the reasons why you're having trouble either getting started or you've kind of plateaued. All right. So we have that you can use those two things, super helpful. I know Carl's group is awesome, guys. Like you have to be in that group, especially if you're someone who's newer and you're really trying to hit Success Club. You should be soaking up as much information as possible on how to actually make that happen. Because once you do it one month, it's like a piece of cake the next month. It's just like, all right, it's like riding a bike. You learn how to do it. You learn how to pedal. It happens. You start going around without falling off. And then it just happens month after month after month. And make these things, guys, I think like one of the key determining factors here between coaches who really have success with this business in general are just they incorporate this into their day-to-day life. Like Beachbody is part of their life. It's not something that they really have to think about. They have scheduled time set aside every day where they're working on it. They don't miss it. Like they don't miss a day. I don't, like 4 years later, guys, I'm going to be honest. Like I don't not work on the business. There's not one day that goes by that I don't do something for the business. I do something for the business every single day. So you got to make this a part of your life, your everyday life, and make it a habit where you don't even think twice about it. Whether it's you do 10 minutes here or you do 30 minutes there or whatever it is, that just becomes a part of you and something that you don't even think twice about. Kind of like if you had a job that you had to go to. Like imagine like the teachers on the team, if you just decided to like wake up and not show up to your teaching job one day and left all the first graders hanging, they'd be like, where the heck is Mrs. So-and-so, right? It's just something that you wake up and you do. So I'm going to go through the different vital behaviors here and give you guys some tips with them as we go through them. So there's 4 vital behaviors now, guys, all right? It's the invite, you proof the products work, PD, and recognition. We didn't have recognition before. This is a fairly newer one. But people will look at these vital behaviors all the time and they'll go, yeah, like whatever. But guys, I cannot stress them enough. These are literally the things that are going to change your life. And if you're not doing them, your life just won't change. Like you just won't build a business and you won't have success. And it boils down to those little things. So the coaches on the team who actually look super closely at them, practice them daily, and become experts at them and master them. I mean, the only way that you really get good at something is by doing it every single day. If you're nervous to reach out and talk to people, you can't just sit behind your computer and not do it. You have to force yourself to do it. And then every time it'll get easier and easier and easier. Have fun with them, all right? And know that each time I do them, I'm getting closer to where I want to be in this business. And it's a journey, guys, because this is a business and nothing happens overnight. But if you do those things, every single one of those things, including inviting to the coach sneak peek. Like, I don't know, we had a coach sneak peek the other night, and I know there are a lot of leaders on the team that just do their own, and that's totally okay, but there's also a ton of new coaches on the team, and I really didn't see that many coaches and people actually being added into the coach sneak peek, unfortunately. So you can't let those things go by without taking advantage of them, and they're so crucial to your growth as a coach, all right? These things are super simple to do every single day, but they're also really easy not to do. Like, they're so easy to just skip, right? How many times have, like, you come home from work, or, you know, you sit down to work on the business and you're like, oh, I just don't really feel like doing that, and you get caught up in something else. Take the tracker out, I'm telling you. Print the tracker out. Do it every single day religiously for a month, and you will be freaking blown away. And then you'll be able to look back and be like, well, where did I go wrong? Like, maybe I wasn't really being as consistent as I thought I was being with sharing on social media and adding value. All right, so this tracker isn't for anybody to check up on you. It's not for me or for your coach to be like, show me your tracker. I want to make sure we're doing your things. It's for you and for you only, so that way you can grow and you can crush this freaking business, and then you can get excited about it and love it and really recognize that it's the best job in the world. That's how you get that excitement, by doing these things and getting the momentum going. But you're not going to get momentum going if you're just kind of dabbling here and there and testing things out and never really getting anybody signed up. It's going to be really hard, right? So you've got to make things easier by pushing the gas and doing these things, and just taking advice from, you know, people like me, your coach, other leaders in the network who have already done it, like, who know what it takes to get there. Follow in those people's footsteps. Don't even think twice about it, and just go. All right. So let's look closer at these, especially since we have tons of new coaches on the team. I'm going to talk right now about invite. And now, this is something where I think sometimes people get a little bit confused. First of all, I'm going to say right off the bat, all of these are important, but the most important one is this very first one. That's why it's the first one. Invite. Without actually you getting out there and talking to people, your business will not be built. Nothing will happen. People don't just come to you and sign up. Even me, to this day, 4 years later, guys, with how successful this team has been and the life changes that we've made, I'll have some people come to me, but not like as many as I'd like, obviously. I have to go out every single day and still do what you guys are doing and get behind the scenes. There's 3 components of invite. And this is where I think sometimes people get a little tripped up, where they hear invite and they think that all this means is that they are just sending a straight up message to people. Like, I invited, I don't know what's going on, but I invited, like, I sent them an invite to my challenge group. But there's actually 3 pieces to this in order for you to have success in inviting. See, if you're just blasting messages to people like that, you've only got one component of this whole invite piece down. And this is why they're most likely going to be changing the wording of this first vital behavior from invite to attract, connect, and invite. All right, it's actually over time, I can guarantee you, going to be changed to attract, connect, and invite. And the reason why is because there's 3 key components that successful coaches in this business do who are building their business. The first one is they are connecting with people, okay? They're connecting with people. They're talking to people behind the scenes. This means I'm sending messages to people on Instagram like, hey, I just saw that you went to Disney. I know you said you go all the time. Our first trip is coming up in 2 weeks. Do you have any tips for us? I have a 5 and a 4-year-old, right? I'm connecting with people. Hey, like, thanks so much for accepting my friend request. I saw you're a stay-at-home mom too. Have you always been a stay-at-home mom, or what did you do before this? I used to be a teacher for almost 10 years. Connecting. You're just talking to people. You've got that piece down. You're talking to people and you're connecting with people and building relationships, while at the same time now, you are going to be attracting people to you by adding value on social media every single day. By adding value, this means every post that you make, you're asking yourself, all right, is this going to make a difference in someone's life? Is this going to help somebody? Or are people going to just look at this and be like, oh my God, another freaking sweaty selfie, right? You want to stay away from the pictures of like you with your shaker cup and your workout being like, workout done, check, thank God, and dig a little bit deeper and say things like, you know, today was a real bad morning. I actually didn't get any sleep last night. My kids woke me up 5 times. I've had 5 hours of broken sleep. The last thing that I wanted to do was wake up and press play today. But I know that I have my online support and accountability group, all the girls in there cheering me on, waiting for me. They're my support system. And if it weren't for them, I wouldn't have pressed play. But because of them, they keep me going and keep me on track every single day, even on the days like today where I felt like shit and didn't want to do it. All right, however you talk, and just be a little bit more, tell a little bit more of a story behind it, right? People will be able to relate to that more. So you're adding value. You're sharing things all the time. And just always, don't be so quick to just get a post up and be like, okay, I posted, like check. Say to yourself, like, all right, if I read this post, would I find this helpful, or would I be like, what is this? This is so annoying, right? If you want, reach out to your coach and be like, hey, I wanted to post this. I just want to make sure my posts are actually adding value posts. Does this look like something good, or should I tweak it, right? Because a lot of times, guys, all it is somebody on the other end just looking it over and helping you tweak it a little bit with the wording. And once you get that wording down and you get used to just being you and get used to really sharing it all, it becomes easier. And you don't even have to think about it. So you're going to be attracting people to you, because now you're talking with people behind the scenes, having conversations. Now they're watching you. So they're watching you add value every single day. They're watching you be a person of motivation and inspiration and someone who inspires. So they're constantly going back and wanting to see you and see what you're doing that day, right? And then you're going to invite them now. This is where the actual invite comes. This is where now, after you've been connecting with people, after people have been liking your photos or commenting on your photos, you can actually invite them to your support and accountability group. Hey, listen, we have our Summer Fit support and accountability group kicking off in a week. I have 5 spots left. It's so much fun. The girls are super motivating. We give out prizes at the end of every month. Would you be interested in hearing more about it? It's tons of fun. That's basically what I say to people. And most of the time they say, yeah, tell me all about it. So you don't have to overthink it and make it super complicated. Make it easy. So it's those 3 key components with inviting. So if you're someone who's just been like blasting messages and you're not having success, that's why. Because it comes down to those 3 things. You've got to have the whole thing, or you won't have anything at all. Okay, so you can't do one without the other. So this is how you have to make a difference. You have to make a difference, guys. You have to be relentless with this, like totally balls to the wall, relentless with this piece if you want to change your life. So instead of like sitting down and reading the news or watching Dancing with the Stars or The Bachelorette or The Punisher or whatever other show that you're doing, or magazines or whatever the hell it is, get out there and engage with people and work on your business, okay? Remember, you're attracting people to you for 3 different reasons. People are being attracted to you for health, fitness, and financial. Don't forget about that. It's not just, people don't just need help with health and fitness. People need help with financial. Most people need help with financial, and we have the solution right here. Even if you're not there yet, even if you're still in struggle bus city, you're gonna get there. And you have to believe that, and you have to think like that, okay? So I was listening to my personal development the other day, and he was saying that, Grant Cardone is his name. I'm reading Be Obsessed or Be Average. And he was saying that literally only 13%, okay, of the population of people who are working are actually engaged at their job when they're working. It's fucking mind-blowing. And 26% of people are actively disengaged with their jobs when they're there. That means they're just there. They're not really giving it all that they've got. They're on their phone. They're on their computer. They're on the computer maybe pretending that they're working on what they're supposed to be working on, but they're doing something else. They're not happy with their jobs. And people who aren't happy with their jobs now go on to tend to spend more time talking negatively to people in the workplace and people around them. They're not happy. We have the solution. You're not happy with your job. You don't like it. You wish you had more freedom. You wish you had more money. You wish you could take more vacations. Then you need this in your life. You need to do this. Why haven't you joined us yet? What is the holdup, right? So that's what I mean when we have 3 different things that we can help people with health, fitness, and financial, okay? Get out there, start a conversation with people, connect with them, and right off the bat, guys, find out what their goals are. Find out what they're struggling with. Right off the bat. because it's so much easier to help them when you know what their goals are, especially if they start to give you excuses and say that they can't do it. Then you can flip it around and say, hey, you just told me X, Y, and Z. Like, you're doing this. You need this in your life, and I would be a crappy coach if I was just like, all right, no big deal. Okay? Once you know their goals, then that's when you can invite them to the challenge group and to join you on this journey. Okay? Same thing, if you know they're struggling with income, you invite them to learn about the business opportunity. Inspire others to be better and to get better and to do better every single day. That's our job as coaches, is to inspire others. You're sharing your journey every single day, not just here or there or once a week. If people scroll through your Facebook feed and they get to the first 5 to 7 posts and they don't know that you're a health and fitness coach, if they don't know that you have a solution for them, if they don't know that you have a business opportunity for them that can change their life, then you're not posting about the right things. Because with 7 scrolls, and you can do that down your Facebook tonight before you go to bed, can people see those things? Can they, A, do they know that you're a health and fitness coach? 2, do they know that you have a solution for their health and fitness? Like, do they actually know that you can sign them up and help them? And 3, do they know that you offer them a solution for business, for financial? And if you're missing one of those things, then you know now where you need to focus and what you need to improve on. So I do that at the end of every day, a couple days a week. I go through, always draft out what I need to make more posts of. You've got to be the one to do this because this is your own business and no one else is going to do it. Unless you're someone who comes to me and says, can you look at my wall? I have people who do that too all the time. Can you look at my wall? Tell me, like, what am I missing? What else should I be posting more about? Where am I going wrong here? Then I'll give you constructive feedback. But other than that, like, your coach isn't going to come to you and be like, unless you're doing something totally spammy and salesy, then we'll come to you and say, oh, okay, whoa, delete that post. It's okay. We've all been there, and we'll help you draft up a new one. Okay? But you got to be the one that takes charge and ownership over your business. Like, write that word in huge letters wherever on your wall, ownership. Whatever happens or doesn't happen in this business, I don't care if you're day one as a coach or 4 years in like me, is all you. It's not your team. It's not your coach. It's not your diamond coaches that have completely dropped off the face of the earth. It's none of that. It is all you. So I think taking that ownership right from the beginning really helps this journey be a lot easier. It's something I've had to learn the hard way. So I'm just trying to give you that piece of advice right from the beginning, right from the get-go, so that you can just take that ownership and know it's all you. It is totally all you. All right. Constantly telling people, guys, this is all still part of inviting. Like, this is, like I said, it's the most important piece. You're constantly saying to people, hey, you can do this with me. Do this with me. Join me. This is going to be awesome. It's so much fun. You need this in your life. Talking with that enthusiasm, okay? Being real and relatable and adding value. I think being real and relatable is like, by being real is the most important thing that you can do, because people don't want to see all perfect. Like, I'm sorry, but people don't wake up every single day, okay, excited to press play and do their workout. Like, it just doesn't happen. So if you don't wake up excited and you had to wake up at the, butt crack of dawn, like Kristen wakes up at 4:30 in the morning, right? Like, share about that and share about how hard it is to get up. But that every day I have to make a conscious decision to do this because I got goals and I have people counting on me in my group, and however you want to word it, right? Share that. How is this going to help someone? How is it going to add value to somebody in their life? Like, just be real. If it's a total crap show at home and something horrendous happened, share it. People can relate to it. Kirsten came in last night in the middle of the coach sneak peek when I was welcoming everybody in, and she's like, Mommy, she's like, totally has this problem of getting out of bed, and she's crawling all over me, and then the dog's in the room, and the Nick's in the room, and I'm like, okay, good night. And it's like, people are there like live trying to listen. You just got to go with it. This is just real life. I'm a mom and I have a 4 and 5-year-old, so shit's going to happen. And you can look to other people for inspiration. For example, you can follow other top leaders in the company, okay? You can follow other top coaches. And you can even pull up their news feed and pull up yours and just like look at the things that they're posting and the way that their pictures look. And you might be like, oh man, like my pictures are way too dark and dreary. I got to brighten these things up. This is not good. You can look to them for inspiration, but never, ever, no, ever copy and paste and post it up as your own. it's just going to stall out your growth as a coach because it's not you. You're pretending to be somebody that you're not, and people see right through that. You gotta just be you. So use it for inspiration, to give yourself ideas that you can relate now to your own life, but never take from them, because trust me, they all find out and they're not happy about it when that happens. So make your stuff your own things and look for inspiration. Share the struggles. You don't have to share all your struggles. I know there's some really personal things that happen in your life. That's the beauty about this business, is you can pick and choose what you want to share, but definitely share the struggles and then talk about how you are overcoming it, right? We don't want it to be just like a venting session on Facebook. And then, of course, share the wins and the positivity. So that whole thing, all those three things, when you sit down, right, to do your work for the business, like I always ask myself, all right, have I reached out and connected with at least 10 people today? Do I have 10 conversations going now with people just about life in general? Did what I add on social media today add value or help somebody? People love free stuff. Give them free recipes. Give them links to buy your favorite free product. If you're in the grocery store and you find these awesome, glass sealed containers that are on sale to store your food, share it on Facebook. Hey, I was just in the store. I've been looking for some containers that aren't plastic. These ones are awesome. They're on sale. You can get them at Target for X amount of money, whatever. Share all these things. Share the things that you love. If you love makeup, share about the makeup that you use. If you love hair products, share about a hair product, what it's called, where they can buy it, how much it costs. It doesn't need to be just health and fitness. So I'm looking at my Facebook and my Instagram and my stories every day saying, did I add value? Like, are people getting something from what I'm sharing today, right? And then now, have I actually behind the scenes invited minimum 10 people? This is for me. You can do what you want. I still think 10 for everybody on the team, but are you at least inviting 10 people every single day? Because it's going to go big or go home, guys, because a lot of people are like, I'm not where I want to be. We're going to raise the bar. It's no more 5 people. It's 10 a day. Okay? If we want to get to where we're going and you want to get moving quick, just up the numbers a little bit. Okay? And am I inviting people to actually be a part of my support group? And am I inviting people every single day to be a part of our Coach Sneak Peek or to listen to a coaching webinar that we put together to learn about the business? Ask yourself those things every night. Don't go to bed if you haven't done those things. You can't go to bed. You're going to get fired from your job if you go to bed without doing that stuff. Get that stuff done, okay? Proof the products work. This is super simple. I know it sounds simple, but it's also something that people tend to do just only bits and pieces of. Like, this is our job, is to lead by example for people and to show people that this really works, is that the programs and the products work and that they can get real results. So it's not just about, I pressed play for 30 minutes today and then I had a pizza at night, okay? Are you following the nutrition plan, right, as closely as possible? I know no one's going to be perfect, but are you following a nutrition plan and putting good things into your body? Are you pressing play every single day? Are you drinking your shake every single day? These things are going to move you closer to your goal. You don't have to have a rock solid body, but are you doing those things every day? Because by doing those things, people are watching you and they're seeing how awesome you're looking and feeling, and then they come to you and they want to join you. When you invite them, they want to say yes, right? Because they're seeing that it's actually working. They're watching your body transform, okay? The next one is personal development. And at the end of this, guys, I'm going to be sharing an income graphic with you guys, okay? One of my income graphics that I have. So hang on till the end. All right. So our personal development here, guys, I didn't think that I needed this at the beginning of coaching, honestly. I was like, I don't need this. This is BS. I totally don't need it. I'm totally doing fine without it. Trust me, you need it. You need it way more than you know. When it comes to personal development, I think the biggest, most important thing that you can do is to make sure that you are picking personal development that is in the area where you need help. Okay, so if you need help with leadership, you're reading leadership books. If you need help with just being confident and being yourself, you're reading You Are a Badass, right? There's all different kinds of books, all right? Wherever you are in this business is going to be different for everybody, right? If you're a brand new coach, you're going to be reading The Compound Effect and The Slight Edge. If you've been doing this for a while, you move past that, you're going to be reading other ones. Make sure that it is a combination, though, between the self-help books like Universe Has Your Back and all that good fluffy feeling stuff, right? and the actual business books. 10X Rule, okay? Business books. John C. Maxwell, you can look to him. You want to have a combination of those things because this is a business that you're growing. So I found that that makes a huge difference in my life and in my business and in the other people that I've mentored closely is when they have that combination of the different kinds of books. Sometimes if you get, stuck to just reading these like university, books, it doesn't help you really in the business, right? You need business books as well. And those books that you're going to read or listen to are going to give you ideas that you can go out now and take actual action every day to apply to your business to move you forward so you can see more growth. And Tony Robbins, as a matter of fact, if you don't know who he is, you got to Google him. But Tony Robbins, he always says, every time that you learn something new, to never just walk away from it and go to bed, or to never just walk away and move on to the next thing. To take something that you've learned and apply it immediately. Take action in some small way. This could take only a minute, but take some sort of action with whatever you've learned. So for example, when you're done with this team call, something that you've learned, take it and apply it and take action tonight. Don't go to bed. You're going to forget about it. And then whatever, I'll do it tomorrow. Take action tonight. This will constantly be bringing you closer to where you want to be. Okay. You have to implement it. It will totally change you. Okay. Let's see here. 15 to 20 minutes a day, guys. Make sure you get that in the last piece. Okay, guys. Before I move on to recognition, the thing with personal development too is I don't want to be average. I don't want to be like most of the coaches in the network. I don't want to just be I don't want to be just coasting, like doing the bare minimum. I don't want to be an SC5. I don't want to be average. So when people tell me and they say that it's recommended that you read 15 to 20 minutes of personal development, I do way more than that because I am literally straight up obsessed with this business. That's why I'm able to live the way that we live to this day. It's totally paid off. It's been so worth it. So I listen to personal development all the freaking time. I listen to it in the car when I'm driving back and forth to school to get the kids. It's a long time in the car. I'm in the car for at least an hour and a half every day. I listen to it when I'm walking around the house, when I'm folding laundry. I listen to it before I get ready for the team calls. I listen to it a lot of the times when I'm doing my workouts. So I'm doing quadruple PD, okay, compared to the average person. So think about that. Do you want to be average or do you want to be above? Just always do a little bit more if you want to be a little bit above. I want my brain to be filled with all this stuff so that I can get to the next level and constantly keep going above and above and above. The last thing is recognition. So even if you only have one challenger, guys, just celebrate your people, recognize them. If you have one person who signed up, make a post on your wall. Hey, I'm so excited for Melissa who's joining us. She's finally put herself first. She's so excited. Introduce them into your challenge group. If you have a new coach, celebrate them, recognize them, celebrate them on the team page. Be giving them a constant pat on the back all the time. And just remember, whatever you recognize people for, they will continue to do way more of because they're getting the recognition for it. So when they know they're doing the right thing and they're doing good, they're going to continue to do that. Okay? And that mindset piece, guys. I know this sounds like, the vital behaviors, but really, for real, are you really doing them all? Are you doing all those components on the business tracker? And do you believe that you can really get there with this business? Do you have what it takes to go the distance, to build the business, to be able to get yourself out of debt, to be able to do this full time, to be able to travel the world, to buy your dream home, to retire your spouse? Do you have that kind of vision? Because I believe that with 150% certainty that every single person needs this in their life. I believe that. And I believe that way more people should be doing this. I believe people need this in their life. And I believe that this is the solution to so many different things in their lives. And this is the best job in the world. I mean, literally think about that. If you could choose between, you've got a choice between either A, going to work for somebody else every single day for the rest of your life until you're 60 or 65 years old, hoping and praying that you're healthy enough to be able to retire and travel the world and then live out your dream when you're 65 years old, and you're continuing going into work every day for somebody who you don't even really like. You don't really love your job. It's just right? Your time isn't your time. You can't take vacations when you want to take them. You can't call out when you have a kid that's sick because you're going to get grief from, your boss. Or would you rather take your little phone and be in your yoga pants all day long and go out to the lanai, okay, and sit there and work and earn thousands of dollars over time every week as your paycheck and actually do something you love? That's what this business can do. and that's all you need is your little phone. Like, it's so cool. Who the hell wouldn't want to do this? I think it's mind-blowing. So there's really no difference, guys, between the people who succeed in this business and the people who don't. The people who succeed, they have that tracker printed out, they have a plan, and they're actively doing those things every single day. They're constantly reaching out and asking for help and support and tips. Guys, my top leaders on this team, they reach out to me. They're not like pretending like they know what to do and like they know all the answers. When they have problems, like one of my top leaders on the team, and this is why she's the top, is because she doesn't have a problem asking for help when she needs help. She's not pretending like she knows it all. She knows she doesn't know it all. I don't know it all, but she's looking for guidance because I'm already there, right? And she constantly reaches out. What would you do with this situation? What would you say to this person? How would you handle this? Constantly. And that is why she continues to rise and continue to be at the top and one of the top in the team. That's why. So don't be afraid to reach out for help. That's what I'm here for. That's what your coach is here for. That's what the team is here for. All right. We're here to help you get to that next level. All right. And the last thing I'm going to share with you guys is I'm going to share with you, because we have a ton of brand new coaches on this team. And I'm going to share with you guys my income graphic from when I very first started to a full solid year of doing these vital behaviors every single day, over and over and over and over again, and being relentless, and how that can really change for you. Now, guys, I went balls to the wall. You can too, okay? It's a decision. It's not like I had a job during the day. I had a job. I was with the kids, but I had a job. It wasn't like I was sitting at home. People are like, oh, well, no wonder why she, earns 6 figures in a year. She's a stay-at-home mom. Well, yeah, I'm not one of those coaches that sits here and ignores my kids 24/7 while I tried to build my business, right? So this income that you're going to see, okay, is from me working during nap times during the day for about an hour and a half, and me working every single night when the kids went to bed. So what are you doing every single night after you get home from work, right? Trust me, I was tired after being with the kids all day long and breastfeeding all night long, but I had a vision for how I wanted this to change my life. And that vision was way more powerful than us just living the same in all that debt, totally stressed out. One second. So I'm going to show you this graphic because 4 years in, guys, now, it's just not relatable anymore, really, I don't think. And even when you see this graphic in 1 year, sometimes I feel like it's just, I want it to be more relatable because we have tons of new coaches on the team. And so I really want you to see what can happen if you really, really push yourself. And this is doing the right behaviors, guys. This wasn't just me hitting Success Club. Before I show you it, this wasn't just me hitting Success Club 10 every single month, okay? This was me hitting Success Club 50 and 60, between 40, 50, and 60 for the first 8 months of my business, plugging in at least 30 active coaches to learn about the business opportunity twice a month. So I'm having 60 people learning about the business opportunity every single month, and me constantly inviting to the business opportunity and having that excitement. People are drawn to that, okay? So let me just get this out here now. Hold on a second, I'll share the screen here. Been a long time since I've shared this. The hell is it? Here it is. Now, I signed up to become a coach. I signed up to become a coach June 26th. This is July. This is my first year here. I'll go over it. Okay. This is my first week in July. July 2nd. This is how it progressed my paychecks for July. My very first July as a coach. Okay. The first paycheck was $140. My second one was $676. Now, guys, this is straight up commission. All right. Like straight up commission. July 16th. What's up with this mouse? July 16th, $169, and then July 23rd, $184, with a total of my very first July. What is this? Oh, I averaged $292.59. Okay, that was what the average is. That's what I was averaging. Okay, just because I had that big one here, kind of threw it off. All right, now that was my very first July as a coach. Now it's consistency over time, guys. This wasn't me being like, you know what? I'm tired. I don't feel like doing it. I mean, I was working on this business, guys. When I say balls to the wall, I mean, for a long time, Nick and I didn't even have a date night. Okay. I was working on this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, relentlessly, because my back was up against the wall. I did not want to leave my kids. That's the thing. I had a driving force behind it. I did not want to leave my kids. I knew I had plenty of time to spend with my husband. Okay. So I had to get the ball rolling, and I had to really, really, really go all in. And so this is 1 year later now. Okay. My paycheck went from $140, okay, to $2,200 in 1 week, from $676 to $2,178, from $169 to almost $1,500, and from $184 to $1,692, with an average of $1,892 a week. I mean, think about how that could help you a week, right? And I mean, now it's 4 years later, so now obviously weekly I'm earning like 5 figures a week, but still, this is 1 year from brand new coach to 1 year in, how your life can change. And the only difference between me and you is I had a crazy, crazy ass vision. And I had a crazy ass vision, and I'm a balls to the wall person, and I like fast. I like to move fast. That's why I was a sprinter in high school and in college. I like to boom, just fast, go. And when you're in desperation, you tend to move way faster. I didn't have like a plan B. I wasn't like, oh, well, you know, if coaching sucks and doesn't work out for me, I'll just go back to teaching. It was like, oh, hell no. Like, I am not going back there. I don't care what happens. This is working for me. She's earning, and I looked at all the leaders. She's earning 6 figures. Shit, I'm going to study her. I'm going to learn from her. I'm going to do exactly what she does, because I want to be where she is or where he is. I'm going to take his advice. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to schedule calls. I'm not going to miss a thing. Guys, I never missed a team call. I'd be on dates with Nick, being like, we can't go into the restaurant yet. We have to listen to the team call. That's how serious I was. I did that for the entire first year until I was making 6 figures and started really getting mine going. That's when I broke away from my upline coach. Okay. So you can do the same thing too, guys. It's just all time. And it's you stopping thinking so small and thinking bigger. Instead of thinking, I'm going to hit SC5 this month, be like, I'm going to hit SC15. Or instead of being like, you know, Kathy says if I'm here to build a business, I'm going to hit SC10. So I'll hit SC10, be like, I'm going to hit SC20. Right? If you have a place that you want to go to and you want to get there faster, you just have to talk to more people. And that's what I was doing. I mean, it hit SC60 every single month for 8 months straight. I was taking massive action. And guys, it was worth it. It was so worth it. Instead of sitting down at night watching TV with Nick, okay, and just not changing my situation, I chose to work on the business and really take it seriously. And you can do the same thing too. And that's why I'm so passionate about the vital behaviors. I wish there was like another name for it, but there's really not. It's because it's those things that will change your life. But really, how bad do you want to change your life? Like, do you have a backup plan? Is there something else that you can fall back onto? Maybe you have a job right now. All those things really prevent you and hold you back from going full throttle. If you had nothing, if you lost your job tomorrow, I can guarantee you would go freaking insane in this business because you'd have no choice. You'd be like, well, I'm sitting on this gold mine right here with this gift. Why am I going to go get another job when I know I can earn 6 or 7 figures with this over time? I'm going to give this all I got right now. That's what it was. So go all in. Like, push yourself. Guys, I don't want a team of a bunch of average coaches. I don't. I want a bunch of people like me. People who are crazy. Seriously, I want people on this team, and I can see it, a shift in the people who I am bringing on now versus people who are bringing on before. I'm way more blunt now with the people that I want on the team, because I don't want people who are just going to dilly-dally. I'll help them, but I want people who are going to run, who are going to be just as crazy as I am, who are going to be just obsessed as I am, who are going to want to work at it just as much as I do. Those are the people that I want. You can become that person, because it's not being obsessed with the business. It's being obsessed with your life and how you can change this. And I feel like sometimes people don't really realize that it can happen. And that's kind of like a block. It's like a mental block. As soon as you realize, like, holy shit, that is going to be me in a year. Even if you've been doing this for, I don't know how long, a year from now, that can be you. You can let today be that 1 day mark, and in 1 year from now, be in the same spot. Easily, like easily. It's focusing on the right things. And especially if you've been here now for a long time, you know, and you have a team of your own, we tend to get sometimes caught up with the team and the things, and we get further and further away from doing the actual activities that build your business. Always remember, no matter how big your team, no matter how many new coaches you're bringing on, you have got to be spending the majority of the time bringing on new, getting them started, bringing on new, getting them started, bringing on new. 80% on you and your business. And is this going to grow my business? And 20% given back to your team. You've got to have that. And a lot of people have it flip-flopped. They do the opposite. They get stuck in the bubble of trying to help their coaches succeed. They stop inviting. They stop recruiting. They stop inviting coach sneak peeks, and they stall out in growth. Okay? So just if you have that checklist out and you want to go crazy, and you want to go balls to the wall like me, I mean, I'd say it's freaking worth it. Follow that thing every single day and encourage your teams to do the same. Don't be afraid to challenge your new coaches. Don't be afraid to tell them your first month goals are going to be this: Emerald and Success Club 5. Bottom line, here's how you can do it. Here's some messages that you can use. Let me look at your things. Don't be afraid to push them. All right? Push them and they'll get there. Give them a little bit of a push, not force. Push, a little bit of a push, motivational push and encouragement, and they're going to get there. Okay? So that's all I have to say tonight, guys. Does anybody have any questions about anything before I let you go? No? All right. Well, you guys are blowing it up. And there's a ton of new coaches on here blowing it up. So I love it. I love when I talk to new coaches and they're like, I am so obsessed with this business. I'm like, yes, you are my type of person. You are my people. We want more of those people, guys. So keep on leading with passion. Keep sticking with it. Don't forget where you're going. Be excited about life, guys. There's no other job that's better than this. Just know that we have the best of the best. And what the hell, you can do it from anywhere in the world. So thanks for listening, guys. And I'll let you go. And I hope you have an awesome weekend. Bye, guys.